Hey y'all, this is Tanya. I'm back with another update video. Um okay guys, all right, first off, I'm Tanya. If you're new to my channel, I do have my own travel business where I book travel, and I also share my business with other people so they can book travel as well. And I also make money off of my travel, and of course make money off of the travel that I book other people, and I make money from sharing this business. So it's funny. Well, I'm laughing because I had made a video earlier, and if you're familiar with my channel, I made a video a few months ago where I was chewing gum. And then I made another one when I was chewing gum. I'm like, oh hell no, I'm deleting this video. It's like, y'all not about to drag me again, okay? Like my last video. I'm still new to this. I'm only been in the business for 10 months, and that's the same amount of time that I've had my YouTube channel. I never thought that I would actually have a YouTube channel. So I'm still learning. As you can tell, like I've changed my intro a few times. I'm still trying to get used to that. I'm trying to learn how to do YouTube art. I'm working on that. So this is all new to me, but it's so much fun. Like I love being able to create things and things like that. But yeah, so just a quick update to what I've been doing for the past month or so. Actually, it might have been 2 months since I made a video. I don't think I made an update 9 video. I've been busy this summer, y'all. So I know in my last video I said that I really wasn't okay, so maybe it has been a month, because I think that was just last month I said that I'm not really booking travel that much, because I'm like I've just been really busy, and booking travel, it does take some time, especially when you're getting back to back to quotes. And plus, as you guys know, I do have a full-time job, so I'm working 40 plus hours a week. If I decide to work overtime, it's over, over 40 hours. I do have 2 children, so I'm a mother and I'm a wife. So I'm taking care of family, home life a lot, of course. And my children are young, so my daughter just turned 10 last month. So of course we spent a lot of time planning her birthday party. And my son, he's getting ready to turn 3 next month. So I'll be spending some time doing that, working on his party, getting him together. And my birthday is in 3 weeks, and I'm going to Orlando. Yes, so I did book a trip out to Orlando. It's a business trip, but of course my business is fun, because travel is fun. So it's going to be a fun business trip to Orlando. And then in 3 weeks, I am going to New York and Canada. So I'll be like in Buffalo, New York area, in Niagara Falls, of course, area. So I'm going to take my daughter to Canada for the first time, since we're the only ones who have a passport. My husband does it and my son does it. Now, from what I was reading, I'm not 100% sure on this, but it looks like when you're driving to Canada, children under the age of 16 don't need a passport. That's what I saw. So maybe I can take my son over there anyways. All you need to do is have like a birth certificate, but I'll look it up and do a little bit more research, but I'm not completely sure. I guess I'll know once I go over there. But my daughter has a passport anyway, so it wouldn't be a problem to take her over there. It's a couple of things I just want to see. I wanted to visit things that I can book for myself as a travel agent, where I can either get a discount or I can get a commission off of it. So either way, I'm winning, and I'm get to go to a place that that my kids never been. Like, I've been to Canada as a kid before we needed passports to go over there. But now I get to experience it as an adult. This will be my first time actually driving in another country, I guess. Even though Canada's super close, it's only like 3 hours from me. I'm still excited. I'm excited. I'm excited about travel, y'all. Like, I just love traveling, of course. That's why I got into this business, right? So yeah, so that's basically what I've been doing. So I haven't really been booking a lot of travel because I did make an announcement on Facebook. So yes, I am on Facebook. I know some people aren't, which if you're going to get into this business or probably any business, honestly, you want to get on Facebook, because guess what? There's 2 billion people on Facebook. If you're not on Facebook, what are you doing? Like, I know you can build businesses from Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, but I just find it easier on Facebook. I find most of my clients actually through Facebook. So it's something to consider if you are looking to get into the travel business. If you don't already have one, make one for your business. You don't have to. I don't know why people wouldn't want a Facebook. I don't know. But do it for your business, okay? If you're not online, then you don't really have a business to me. Unless it's something that, I really don't know what business where you would have that you don't need to be online. I guess maybe a franchise, like a Subway or Burger King or something, but maybe you still want to make a Facebook so you can get people out to your franchise restaurants. I don't know. I feel like if you don't have a business online at this day and age, like, you just don't have a business. Like, just a good comparison now, like my daughter's school, almost everything has to be done online. They have computers at school, like their own personal computers at school. We didn't have that. Not in the 5th grade. Actually, not in any grade. Like, we had some computers in the classroom and maybe some computers in the library, but it wasn't like each individual kid were working on Chromebooks, sending out emails to teachers. I wasn't doing anything like that until I got into college. And then once I hit college, I'm like, whoa, everything is done online. But I never really had a problem with working the internet because my mom taught me. She was actually one of the first people I knew to even have a computer. Like, she had one of those old, like, black and white ones. I don't even know what it was called, but it was really, really old. And we had a computer at home, but we had like that slow dial-up internet that wasn't even worth nothing. Oh man, I couldn't imagine having dial-up now, y'all. Could you imagine? But no, look. But I'm getting off topic. What am I talking about? Update. Oh, so yeah, I'm not really booking travel. However, even though I said that I'm not booking travel, I still get people contacting me every week wanting me to book their trip. Instead, I'm having these people consider starting a business, because a lot of the people that are contacting me for trips, they're really, really small trips. It's not going to give me a lot of commission. It's going to be like one person, they contacted me for a Vegas trip, one for Tampa, Miami, and I'm like, hey y'all, listen, like, my main focus is all inclusive trips and trips with a higher budget, like $2,000 or more. However, if you do what I do, I can actually show you how you can save money and make money on your Vegas trip. Like, for an example, I have a business partner who went to Vegas a few months ago. She saved over $1,000 just from traveling as an insider. She was able to get those agent rates, those agent discounts, and if she would have booked those same excursions, those same hotels and everything as a consumer, she would have been paying more. She's able to save $1,000. She was actually able to save $1,000 on, as far as like discounts comparisons, if that makes any sense. So yeah, that's why I try to tell people, if you want to travel, start your own business. And I get a lot of people at least considering. I've had a couple join after that, but I had people considering. I'm like, well, yeah, I guess that does make sense. So we'll see how it turns out. But I am booking, I end up taking one of them. I am booking a cruise for a client next month, which I don't mind cruises because they're really quick and there's some money, y'all. Like, even though it's a couples cruise, I can still expect at least like $100 or close to it, even if it's the most cheapest cruise. I have to look at her details. I'm not sure if she's particular about the cruise line and how many days she wants to go, but of course your commission is going to be based upon how much the entire cruise costs. So if it's a 5-day cruise with Royal Caribbean, I can probably expect, at least $100 or something in commission. Actually, I just booked a cruise like that a few months ago for a client. Cuba. It was a Cuba cruise. I think it was leaving out of Fort Lauderdale, or it was in Miami. It was one of them in Florida. I can't remember all the details. I just know it was Royal Caribbean. They were gone for 4 days. It was Cuba, and it was another destination. Y'all, I got paid just $100 and something just for that one cruise, and it took me like 20 minutes to book it, because he basically already knew what cruise he wanted to go, what cruise line he wanted to use. So it wasn't hard getting that booked. It was pretty easy. 20 minutes, bam, it's over with. I made $100 and something off of that one. Now imagine if you were doing like a group cruise with like 20 cabins, 100 times. So yeah, $2,000, y'all, if you did 20 cabins. That's like that's a family reunion for real. Honestly, like, if you guys ever thought about doing something like that, like, cruises don't have to be that expensive, and you can pay for them over time. So let's say if you start planning a family reunion cruise now, and you don't go until like August or June, July of next year, you have all that time to make all those payments. You usually have to pay for a cruise, I want to say 2 months prior to departure, or 45 days, something like that. Either 2 months or a month and a half. Either way, start planning for that now. Pick up that $2,000 commission check next year after you guys come back, right? I don't know. It's just an example. Oh yeah, another thing too. So I had a couple of firsts. I received one of my biggest commission checks, which was, I'm proud. Okay, I've made it was a Punta Cana group trip a few months ago. I just received the payment for it last month, so it must have came, I don't know when I made the video, but anyways, I got it last month. $465 commission check for a group trip. They already knew where they wanted to go. We had to find a resort. It took a little bit of time, but it was a one-time booking, and I made almost $500 just from that one trip. And that's my highest I've ever been paid for one trip so far, So to me, that's good. Even though the other day we have like this Facebook group with our business, and this lady, I took a screenshot. She made $1,700 from one booking. I'm like, ooh. Or either, I don't know if it was one booking, but it was a commission check that she received from IntelliTravel, and I'm like, girl, well, that's good. Something I may want to strive for if I decide to continue to book travel. So that was a first for me. Also, another first. So, like I said, I do book travel sometimes when I want to. It's my business. I can do what I want. I had a lot of people upset with me too. Like, why are you not booking travel anymore? I'm like, I'm busy, y'all. Like, I'm busy. Like, if I didn't work full time, I wouldn't mind booking travel more often, but I'd be tired. Okay. I'm tired. I still do book travel. I just book travel when I want to book it. And that's the thing about this business. I can do it when I want to. If I see something that's good, I'm like, oh, that's a sexy deal. Then I'll post it, and I'm like, hey, let me book this trip for you to Los Cabos, like I just did the other day. And I had a few people contacting me just from one post. So imagine if I was posting more consistently about trips. I'll be getting quotes way more often, and I'm already getting them, and I'm not even asking for them, which I don't mind. It's a good problem to have, so don't get me wrong. It's a really good problem to have, but sometimes I just don't feel like it. I'll probably get back into the mood Maybe, I don't know. I guess maybe when things start to slow down a little bit, we'll see. I'm busy. Like, I'm a trader too. I trade stocks, so I have to have time to study the stock market too. And I have to have time to help my team and help us all grow. So I'm busy. But another first for me, so since I do share the business with other people, I have agents on my team who book travel. And guess what? Every time they get a commission check, I get a 10% match. So for an example, if I have an agent who booked a trip and received a $300 commission, I will get a 10% match from IntelliTravel, not from them, because they still get their $300. I just get $30, and I ain't do nothing. I didn't book that trip. I didn't do anything but bring them into the business. So I know $30 may not sound like a lot at one time, but just imagine if you were getting multiple $30. So imagine if you have 20 agents and each of them get a $20 to $30 commission check. You do the math, how much would that be for work that you did not do? So yes, I've received my first check with that. And maybe it wasn't a lot. $30 is not a lot, but I was still happy because I didn't do anything to get the $30, okay? So that was a first for me this past month. Other than that, I really can't think of anything else I've done that was a first. Every week we have a few individuals from our team. I'll leave information about that below. So every Monday and Wednesday we do a quick conference call, 20 to 30 minute call, where sometimes I'll be on the line, sometimes you'll hear, not see, because it's a conference call. So you'll hear me or my other business partners on the line talking about the business, giving some quick info. So feel free to join us online, and these calls are live. I don't know how next week is gonna go because most of us are going to be in Orlando. Like I said, I was going to Orlando for a business trip. Most of us would be there, so we'll see how it goes next week. I'm pretty sure, I don't know. If we're not there, join us the following week. We'll be back. All right. But yeah, so I'll be there online, and as always, you can always shoot me a text message or email me. I'll leave my information below. And a lot of you guys do reach out to me on Facebook too. Facebook is probably the best way to contact me. And plus, I like to see you guys. I like to put a face to the name. I like to see you guys' pretty face. But no, yeah, so I think that's really it. But all right, I have to get back to more work. But fun work though. So you guys take care, and thank you so much for watching. Have a good night. Bye.